This dude is a legend. Straight up legend. Will be remembered forever. You will hear Inoue's name, man. Ain't nobody done it like him, man. Ain't nobody done it like him. I know some people might say Crawford and all of that shit, but man, this dude has fought world championship fights since he had 7 professional fights. Come on. 7 professional fights. God, he number 1 pound for pound in the game, period.
Junto Nakatani delivered a strong performance against what many consider the number 1 pound for pound fighter in boxing today. Even though he didn't dominate completely, he showed heart, skill, and world-class ability throughout the fight. This performance proved that Nakatani is not just a rising name anymore, he is now a serious contender in the boxing world. Many experts believe that over the next few years, he will be extremely difficult to beat if he continues improving at this level.
The Inoue Nakatani fight earlier today.
Oh man, yes I did. Inoue had me on pins and needles. Now I like Inoue. Surprisingly, my 2 favorite fighters in this era, for real, outside of my brother, because I gotta say my brother.
Yeah.
Fastest hands in boxing and etc. The creativity, all that. It's through the roof. But Monster, and there we go. Monster, and who's fighting? David Benavidez.
Yeah.
Whoever lost, they weren't. If Inoue lost, he wasn't the number 1 fighter in the world anymore, and he wasn't even the number 1 fighter in Japan anymore. So yeah, huge reputational pride at stake for Inoue. But the question is, if they don't get the rematch now, or if they never do the rematch, what should they do next? Well, for Inoue, there's a part in age. I don't know if I see it happening.
Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. He's a Japanese, 118 pounds. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's dude like that. He's vicious. That's a badass guy he beat too. Broke him down. Ooh.
118?
Yeah.
Who the hell fights in that
bantamweights?
Yeah, but who?
Some bad motherfuckers. Yeah, some killers. He beat him so easy. He's a mean son of a...
Mike Tyson has seen many dangerous fighters in his career, but even he is deeply impressed by Naoya Inoue. Tyson doesn't just respect him, he sees something familiar in him, almost like a reflection of his own prime. Inoue fights with a ruthless seek and destroy mindset, where winning on points is not enough. His goal is to completely break his opponent mentally and physically with powerful combinations and damaging body shots that change the entire course of a career.
2 undefeated fighters coming into an undisputed title fight. Inoue pretty much vanquished all challengers so far at the lower weight classes. He has shown time and time again over at now 28 wins that he is a devastator, right? Has big time punching power, but can also outbox guys with big time punching power, right? Showed that in Nonito Donaire fight. So this was the biggest test for him. Nakatani, a bigger guy. I mean, I don't know about definitely a taller, longer fighter, rangier, both guys dangerous, southpaw orthodox matchup. And the fight starts with epic entrances. And I know that everybody, before we even get into the fight, everybody talks about how Inoue should come to America and box. I would like to see him over here more, but why leave if you're gonna sell out 55,000 in Japan and have these awesome, entrances and these massive displays, and he's a star over there. So there's really no reason for him to come over here. Unless, again, they found a way to make the tank fight happen, which I don't think is ever going to happen. But yeah, we got to appreciate it, even if it's not in the US, even if we got to wake up every once in a while and watch a fight at 7 a.m. or 11 p.m. or whatever. Sometimes the greats are worth that, right? And in this case, I think Inoue is. He is must-see television when he's
stepping into the ring with Inoue feels like facing something overwhelming. During his destruction of Morajan Akhmadaliyev, even the ringside audio shocked fans. Every punch sounded extremely heavy, almost unnatural, as if something far beyond normal human force was landing. Fans and experts described the sound like a powerful arcade machine being hit at full force. Commentators like Joe Rogan explained that the real danger is not just Inoue's power, but his explosive speed. Opponents often miss their own punches in the air and get countered before they even realize what happened.
That's what I say. And whoever's saying that, they got to get in the ring and do that against him. Obviously, everybody has a ceiling on how far they could go up. And he started out at 108. I look at his body structure. He don't look bigger than Pacquiao. Pacquiao's head was bigger. He was taller. His legs was bigger. So I don't know if Inoue could carry, much more weight. But bro, that dude got fighting spirit. He don't get gun shy when he get hurt. See, I wish that people could just give. I'm not saying nothing about Shushu Carrington. Don't get me wrong, because he's a future opponent of Inoue, so he's supposed to look at him in a certain way. My statements is about just general statements. He's like, the boxing media is racist. I'm being honest with you. They just are. They say certain things about certain fighters and they never keep it objective. Inoue is a fantastic fighter. He's an offensive fighter. And offensive fighters get hit, especially when you walking into dudes that's naturally bigger than you and you dare to knock them out. He could fight the kind of fight where he just skate around the ring, score points and not get touched, but that's not his mentality. I say the same thing about Boots, and people think I'm taking up for him because he's black and he's from Philly. When you are a killer like that, when you are a killer of that magnitude, they're like mass murderers. They're trying to hurt you. So they got the athleticism and the skills of, say, a Haney or a Shakur, but their mentalities is different. And you wire how you wire. In a way, if you watching fight, right, the whole time he's mean-spirited. He's sticking you with punches. He's trying to hurt you, even though he's athletic and even though he's talented. So he gonna get hit. This is like, let's see, 108, 112, 115, 118. This is 5th weight class. Yeah, he gonna start getting hurt. But that shit don't make you...
Even when Inoue gets knocked down, it doesn't break him, it activates something even more dangerous. Against fighters like Luis Neri and Ramon Cardenas, he has shown that a knockdown doesn't create panic. Instead, he calmly takes the count, analyzes what went wrong, and adjusts immediately. There is no emotional collapse, no chaos, just cold calculation. Once he identifies the mistake, he comes back even more dangerous, fixing the gap and turning the fight completely in his favor. In many cases, that moment of vulnerability becomes the beginning of a brutal finish, often ending in a highlight reel knockout.
Neri dropped Inoue with a left. Neri dropped Inoue big. Oh! Inoue dropped it with a counter left. Now Neri's not hurt. That's Inoue adjusting to the left hook. Bam! Beautiful! Inoue pulled a Roy Jones and said, come on, and then threw the right, but just missed. Oh, good left hook. Oh! Inoue dropped him. Good right hand. Oh! Right hand again, right hand again, right hand again. Neri's still there. Right hand again, he's still there. Oh, good left. I told you. The left hurt him again. He won't see the left. Now he's hurt. Now he's hurt. It was the left. He won't see it. Bam. Oh, oh shit. That's it. He knocked out. Neri's knocked out. He almost knocked his head over the rope. Well, I got